All right, guys, today I'm going to be revealing to you my number one trading strategy for beginners to become consistently profitable. And to do this, we're going to need two indicators. The first indicator you're going to need is Easy Algo. Click the first link in the description below if you'd like Easy Algo for yourself. This indicator provides us with the horizontal support and resistance levels, as well as the buy and sell signals for confirmation. And the second indicator we're going to be using is Fu Manchu Cipher B. Now for this strategy, I recommend to use a 1 hour or above time frame, all right? So we're not going to be taking trades on the 5-minute, 15-minute time frame trying to scalp the market. We're going to wait for those more high probability setups, less stressful trades on a little bit lower leverage, and these gains will compound. Also, I recommend using Heikin Ashi candles for this strategy. It makes the trend a little bit easier and more clear to identify and will allow you to stay in winning trades a little bit longer than if you're just using the standard Japanese candles. So you're looking for two things. The first thing you're looking for is for price to come to a level. Now, I always say this, and it always will be applied to any trading strategy out there. If you don't have your levels in mind, you're going to get wrecked. It doesn't matter what indicator you have. It doesn't matter how good your trading strategy is. If it doesn't incorporate the horizontal support and resistance levels, then you're not going to be profitable. Simple as that. So you're going to wait for price to come to a level, number one. Number two, you're looking at Fu Manchu Cipher B for the blue and red buy and sell dots. Now I customized the settings a little bit to match my indicator, but you can use a standard Fu Manchu Cipher B. These dots will be green and the sell dots will be red. If we get a bullish or bearish divergence, that's even better. But what we're really looking for is confluence of Fu Manchu Cipher B as well as the levels. Now, if you want to draw your levels out yourself, you can also do that. You can use the rectangle and look at areas of interest for you. For example, I see that this was a support level, right? Price rejected at this level and then came back down to support. So I'd be looking at this level for a potential reaction. Same thing with this level down here, right? Now, if you don't know how to do this or you don't want to do it by yourself, you can use Easy Algo and these levels will be there automatically for you to identify. Since this support level is still here, this is a beautiful trade to kind of walk you guys through. So we see price comes down to the support level and we have a blue dot on Fu Manchu Cipher B right at that level, right? So if I zoom in right at that level and we have this bullish candle, that is when we are going to enter the trade. We're not going to enter it on this buy signal. We're going to enter it right here at the support level once we get that blue dot confirmed on Fu Manchu Cipher B. So after this candle closes, we are going to enter the trade and take profit at the next resistance level. So a 7-to-1 risk to reward ratio. These are the trades that I take, right? On a higher time frame. These are the trades that I take. You can see the trade before that as well. We had a bearish divergence. We would enter on the closure of the bearish divergence, taking profit at the next support level. But we're not going to count that trade just because price technically was not at a level, but you still can take these trades. The divergences on Fu Manchu Cipher B on the 1 hour time frame are killer. So make sure to have Fu Manchu Cipher B on if you're a beginner. We come up to this level right here and we get this red dot on Fu Manchu Cipher B, all right? So you could take that trade if you wanted to. Personally, it's not quite at a level that I'd like to see yet. So we're going to wait until we get that bearish divergence, and there it is right there with that sell signal. So we can take that sell signal on candle closure and take profit at the next resistance level, which at the time was right around here. This was an Easy Algo level at the time. So that is where we're going to take our profit for that trade. So we did get a bullish divergence here on this candle with a buy signal, but I normally don't like to enter a position after price has already pumped that much, because after the candle closed, let me see, where did the candle close? I think the candle closed, yeah, it already closed right here at this resistance level. So we're not going to be entering a long at a resistance level. We did get a sell signal with a bearish divergence, but I'm also not really interested in taking this trade because price didn't come to a clear level. Now, as you can see, price bounced off of this level perfectly, and we had this blue dot here on Fu Manchu Cipher B. So after that candle confirms, maybe right around here, we would enter the trade and look to take profit right at this resistance level, right up here. Obviously, it is blue now because we turned that level into support, but at the time it was resistance. So you could have taken profit here, another 7-to-1 risk to reward ratio, 3.5% move. If you're using 10-20x leverage, these gains can compound. And this actually went up higher to the next resistance level and even the one after that, right? almost a 10% move in total. What I would recommend for starting out is just take profit at this level. All right, if you're in profit, take the profit. You could hold a small position to see what happens, but try to stick to these rules, especially if you're just starting out. We have a red dot right here at a resistance level, so we are going to take that trade on this candle closure and probably get stopped out, right? A 1.7% stop out. We're not going to take this buy signal because we are not at a support level that I'd like to see yet. And here we have a bearish divergence on Fu Manchu Cipher B right at that top resistance level. So that is going to be a trade that we take right around here. Now, if you want, you can strictly trade based off of the divergences at levels on a higher time frame. So you don't really have to follow the blue and red dot. If you just follow the divergences, those trades are a little bit more high probability. And I'd say 6 out of 10 times when you see either a bullish or bearish divergence on Fu Manchu Cipher B and enter the trade, it's going to go your way regardless of the levels. But once you have those levels as confluence, they are extremely high probability trades, as you can see in this trade. And we're going to take profit at the next support level, so right around here, 4.5% move. As you can see, we had a bullish divergence and it confirmed right here. Even though we didn't get the blue buy dot, the divergence confirmed right here. So we would take that trade because we are also at a support level and take profit at the next resistance level. Again, nearly a 4% move. We had this red dot right here on Fu Manchu Cipher B. We're also kind of at this resistance level, right? We're at this resistance level. We have this red dot on Fu Manchu Cipher B. We are going to take that trade and we get a sell signal on the following candle, which is great confirmation, and maybe take profit somewhere around here at this support level. It literally broke right through that one. And that was a 4.5% move. Again, we're at a support level on Easy Algo. We have this blue dot. So we could take that trade as well, and I think that would have been a stop out depending on where your stop loss was. That would have been a stop out for me. So in this case, I'd be looking for more confirmation, and we got that right here with this bearish divergence, and that confirmed right here. So we're going to enter that trade as well on the closure of that candle, and we're going to take profit here at this next support level. We're not at a support level, so we're not going to be taking any of these trades. We can take the sell signal. We had a sell signal and a red dot. That's not really a high probability trade in my opinion. The red dot was on this side of the zero line. I usually don't like to take trades unless the red dot is on this side, right? And we see something like this with a red dot, I'll take it. If it's on this side coming down, I'm usually not going to take that trade. So just for this video, we're going to say we're not going to be taking that trade, even though it would have been a good one. Here we have a bullish divergence right at that support level, right? If we go back, price had rejected from this area before, pumped up. So as soon as price comes down to this level, you can enter along. You could also look for a swing failure pattern of this candle wick right here, and that would have been a killer entry, right? That would have been an absolutely killer entry. But just for the sake of this video, we're going to follow the rules and take the trade on the confirmation of that bullish divergence. So right on this candle, we're going to enter that trade, stop loss right around here, and take profit at the next resistance level. So beautiful trade. This actually went up all the way to past this one, all the way to this sell signal, which was a 12% move. But we're going to say we take profit at this resistance level. So a 4 risk to reward ratio and a 5.5% move. So you can see just off this how powerful this strategy is. Here we see we have a red dot at this resistance level. All right, so we can take that trade if we wanted to. Now the candle structure is still bullish, so I probably wouldn't have taken that trade. Also, money flow is going into the green. But for the sake of this video, we're going to keep things fair and say we take that trade. And that was a almost 2% stop out. And we have a bearish divergence, right? A bearish divergence right at this resistance level. So we are going to enter that trade. And I think that would have been a stop out as well. Another almost 2% stop out. And we got another bearish divergence right here. We had a bearish divergence on Fu Manchu Cipher B. So we're going to enter another short on the closure of this candle. So right around here. This was kind of tricky because technically the support level was right here at around 1.7%. So that would have been, following our rules, the take profit. Here we see this red dot on Fu Manchu Cipher B, and we broke through all of the previous resistance levels. Now, some people might say, okay, we're not going to enter the trade because we broke through the support levels. However, this is a clear deviation, right? a clear deviation. We broke above this level and failed to form it as support. That means price is most likely going to go back down, which it is doing right now. So we're going to enter that trade and target maybe this level for the first take profit, or just target this support level down here. So another, 6 risk to reward ratio, 4% move. And the only buys we're going to be taking are down here at the support level. And we see we had a bullish divergence right here at the support level. We're going to enter that long, targeting the next resistance level right there, which we got at 2.5% move, 2 risk to reward ratio. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please use a strategy for yourself. It's not difficult. It's probably the easiest beginner strategy that I've seen thus far. Again, what you're doing is waiting for price to come to a level, using Fu Manchu Cipher B buy and sell dots, as well as the divergences as confirmation, and using the easy algo buy sell signals as confirmation once you're already in the trade. But really all you're doing is playing the levels. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please leave a like if you did. Subscribe to the channel for more trading content, and I'll see you guys next video.